Welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your 16th to the 30th of September Gypsy Tarot Love Spread. You'll already have your general tarot spread up, so check that out. We're going to have a look at what's coming in for you guys in the last 2 weeks in terms of your love lives in the final 2 weeks of September, Pisces. So what I'm doing the Gypsy Tarot spread a little bit differently this time. The centre of the ring, you get 3 cards, which are the general energies around you in the last 2 weeks of September. To the right, sorry, you've got the distant past of your love lives. To the left, in 3 cards, you've got the recent past. To the right here, the second row, you've got the present situation. And to the left, you've also got the present situation here in 3 cards. The final row, to the right, you've got the immediate future, what happens for some of you guys in the last 2 weeks of September. And to the right, you've got what the overall outcome is of the situation. Okay, so it's slightly different this time, okay? So Universe Spirit, show me Pisces. What's going on for Pisces in terms of love? I just want to see Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of their love lives. I just want to see Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of their love lives in the last 2 weeks of September. Show me Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in terms of the last 2 weeks of September and their love lives. Show me. Alright, so we're going to split the deck into 3, Pisces. We're going to collect this back up. And what we're going to do, we're going to just start laying the cards out. So, to your right, you've got the distant past of your love lives. We've got the first card here as well that shows the general energies around you. You've got to the... to the left, we've got the recent past. We've got here your present focus for love. Another general energy card for love. And we've also got the present situation here. And the final cards are showing to the right, the immediate future, the last 2 weeks of September. Another general energy card. And we've also got the overall outcome of the situation showing here for you guys. And I usually do the general energy after I've done the rest of it because it makes more sense then. So let's have a look at your past. You've got the 8 of Coins. And the 8 of Pentacles straight 8 of Coins is a card that says that you're working towards something. You're putting effort potentially into your love life. Sometimes though the 8 of Pentacles can mean that you're going round in circles in a relationship because it can mean something that goes on and on and on. Sometimes this can mean boredom as well, having to work hard at something. I think that you guys in the distant past were working hard at something here. But I think that it didn't work out. I think that you were working hard at something in terms of love and it didn't work out because you've got the Tower. The Tower represents a crash. Something crashed, something ended. Okay, I think we're working hard in your love lives, Pisces, but I think that it came to an end. I also feel with the 8 of Pentacles, if there was any boredom or a sense of doing something over and over again, I think that there might have been a pattern that was broken as well. So in the distant past, it might be in a pattern of behaviour or a pattern in terms of love ended with this Tower energy. There was an abrupt ending maybe to something here that you were working on, or maybe some form of pattern in terms of your love life kind of ended with that Tower energy. And I think that you guys have needed to be really strong around that because you've got the Strength card, okay? So I feel that you guys were working towards something here in the distant past in terms of love. I feel that it might have come to, it came to an ending with the Tower card. All of this hard work and effort, I think that came to an ending with that Tower energy, and there was the need to be strong in a relationship, in a situation here. In the recent past, you guys, well, you've got Pisces, the Queen of Pentacles. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, and another individual around you. But also this might be the need, when you get the Queen of Pentacles, it's the need to look at a situation from a common sense, through common sense eyes, being very pragmatic when you've got the Queen of Pentacles. It's about looking at your own value. in the recent past. It could also be with this Queen of Pentacles, when she comes up, this is also about the focus about secure and stable, feeling secure. It's one person on the card, so it's more about, if this is your energy, it's about feeling secure and stable in relationships when you get the Queen of Pentacles. You've got a Knight of Wands showing up around you. So it's interesting that you've got these two court cards showing up here, because the Knight of Wands shows somebody who, and he's actually looking, he's not really looking inwards to here. But if I were to look at the cards, he looks like he's kind of turning his head towards the Queen of Pentacles. I think in the recent past, you know, you've got this Knight of Wands, and Knight of Wands usually means fast love, or a fast lover, or somebody that, and you've got the Six of Wands showing here as well. And let me just think about these energies. I think that you guys have been focusing on the self, Pisces, but I feel that for some of you guys, you had an approach from someone in the recent past. Knight of Wands and Six of Wands, not great cards for love sometimes. Yeah, the Six of Wands is about a victory, but it's also recognition as well. It might be that you guys have been developing your own self-value with this Queen of Pentacles. Often when she comes up in a love reading, this is about the card that says there's a need to focus on your own self-love. Alright, so I feel that you, in the recent past, you guys, because something didn't work out, you've been quite strong about it. I feel that in the recent past, there's been a need to focus on your own self-love within who you are, Pisces. But I think that somebody's come in here. This Knight of Wands is, somebody is fast, somebody came in, somebody is, this isn't about a one-night stand, but I think there's somebody around you is showing some form of interest. I think from a Knight of Wands, it might be that you've been recognised. The Six of Wands is a card about somebody who's been recognised, recognition. Could be a Knight of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries came in the recent past. This person might be heavily recognised by others. There might be somebody who's quite charismatic, somebody who's quite confident. So I think there's somebody who was confident that came in. You were going through a healing process, I feel, here in the recent past for some of you Pisces. And I feel that you've had somebody that's come in who's possibly brought in some form of a distraction from you doing that. And that's because in the distant past, something you were working on here, I think that it didn't work out with that Tower card. There was an explosion, there was a little bit of chaos, there was a sense of, with this Tower card, something coming to an abrupt end, and you've had to be strong around it. I do feel that you've been working on your own self. So for some of you Pisces, people here with the Queen of Pentacles, but I think there was a distraction that came in. Somebody came in unexpectedly as you were sort of working on who you were as an individual. In the present situation, we have the Three of Pentacles. It might be that you've been doing a lot of studying around this individual. This is the card that says, you know, usually when you get a Three of Pentacles, I like the Rider-Waite Three of Pentacles better than this one because it shows more of what's going on in the card. But this card represents somebody who's studying something here when you get the Three of Pentacles. And I think that you've been doing a lot of kind of study and research maybe on this individual here with this Three of Pentacles. And that is, Three of Pentacles is all about building one's skills. It's all about putting plans into action. It's a card that talks about developing a structure in a situation. I think you've been working on something here with the Three of Pentacles energy showing up here. In order to, and I think that whatever it is that you've been working on or you've been researching with this Three of Pentacles energy has been bringing some form of a change in with this Wheel of Fortune energy showing up here. Alright, so it's really weird because in the present you've got a King of Wands, and usually when you get the Wheel of Fortune it says that something unexpectedly came, and it looks like there was a King of Wands energy showing here for you guys. So it looks like for some of you guys it might, and you've got one card here. So, but this person in the recent past has shown us coming in, all right, but they're a little bit of a fly-by-night individual. I think you've been sort of working on yourself, but I get the impression that this might be just some flirtatious energy around you in the recent past. I feel that some of you guys, you might have been doing, for example, something like online dating, and it might be that unexpectedly there's a King of Wands that's shown up here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So I think you might have been doing some sort of looking for love for some of you guys in the present. And out of whatever it is that you were studying, working on here, Pisces, I feel unexpectedly somebody showed up for you. All right. I think that here in the recent past, there was interest. It could have been two fire sign individuals that were showing you interest, because I'm looking at how they're both facing your way. So I feel that around you in the recent past there's been other interest from a Knight of Wands, Six of Wands individual. Could be the same, you know, one person, but I think it might be two people, a couple of people showing some of you guys interest in the recent past. But I feel that you weren't particularly interested in this, all right, because you're looking head on, and this is all about you feeling comfortable and contented where you are, developing your own self-worth. And I think that there are a couple of people here showing some interest in the recent past, the Pisces. But I feel that you were looking elsewhere at other things. And I feel that out of the blue, the universe brought you an individual in the present situation. So I feel that in the present situation, somebody else came in. These were just sort of stop gaps. But I feel in the present, somebody's brought somebody in for you guys here, a King of Wands. And I feel that around this, though, we've got the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords could be that there was a third-party situation. But it could also be that there was a little bit of a disappointment going on, difficult communication. Heartbreak is the Three of Swords energy. All right. I feel that the Three of Swords, this is heartbreak. It might be with this Knight of Swords, something was fast. Knight of Swords was unexpected. So it might be that heartbreak was unexpected around this individual here with the Knight of Swords energy. And yeah, you've got the Five of Cups. I think that heartbreak was unexpected with whoever this person was. Because I feel that you guys were searching for something here with this Three of Pentacles. And out of the blue comes a King of Wands. But I feel that heartbreak with this individual, the Three of Swords, I think with the Knight of Swords, it was unexpected. And it left you guys feeling slightly bereft with this Five of Cups energy, Pisces. In the immediate future, you do have the Queen of Cups energy, and the Queen of Cups energy is you, because it's Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and this is you doing a lot of emotional introspection around this Queen of Cups. So this is you guys in the immediate future, okay? I feel that you're doing a lot of emotional introspection. I think that you might still be emotionally committed as well to this situation in the immediate future. It might be that you're doing a lot of, we could read it two ways. You might be doing a lot of emotional introspection around this commitment in terms of the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is all about progress, all right, or whether a commitment could still progress here. Might be that you're doing some emotional introspection on whether a commitment with this individual where heartbreak was unexpected and left you upset. You might be doing a lot of emotional introspection as whether this connection could still, this commitment could still progress. Because aces are small, so this isn't always about a rock solid commitment. This is the potential of a commitment could maybe progress. Is there growth, for example, in this? Okay. For some of you guys, because you've got your back as well turned to this Ace of Pentacles, so I do feel that you're doing some form of emotional evaluation on the situation with the Queen of Cups. You're showing here as being a little bit upset. You're looking into your cup of emotions, and I feel that you're usually when you get the queens in readings, they're researchers in the tarot. Okay, so whereas you get a king, and a king is somebody who's very certain of who they are, and they kind of act or enact whatever it is that they've learned. The queen is the researcher who shows really the king how they need to go or what direction they need to take. So I think that you are doing emotional introspection, all right? Emotional introspection on whether a commitment could still have some growth or could still progress here in the immediate future. For some of you guys, it might be that you're still very emotionally committed to progress within this situation as well, because this is an emotional card, this is about commitment, and this is progress. So it might be that you're still emotionally committed to progress within this situation, despite heartbreak being unexpected. Three of Swords. But it could also be Three of Swords is separation was unexpected. So it might be that somebody's travelling, for example. It might be that somebody had to go away, and so separation, or separation with that Three of Swords was unexpected and left you upset and missing the individual. But it might be for some of you guys, you are still emotionally committed to there being progress with the Eight of Wands energy showing here. The overall outcome for this Pisces is showing death. So there might be a change. Death isn't always an ending, but sometimes it says that there's a transition coming in. All right, you've got Death and the Lovers. Let's have a look at the other card. Okay. I think that an ending in this relationship will bring a new perspective with the Hanged Man. And this is actually you, Pisces. So Hanged Man is a Pisces card. This is your major card. I think that the ending of this relationship, this love relationship, will bring a new perspective in the overall outcome. Because I think that, it's a really interesting reading for you guys here. We're going to go through the reading again, and then we're going to go through here, all right? So you guys here, distant past shows, and it looks like you've had heartbreak a couple of times, because you've got Eight of Pentacles, you were working on something here, but I feel that whatever you were working on, it kind of dissolved with that Tower energy. All right, it might have been shaken, so you were working towards a strong foundation, but I feel that with the Tower card showing here, this wasn't stable enough, and I feel that there was an unexpected eruption here. There was an unexpected ending to something around whatever it was you were working on building here, and you've had to be strong in the distant past around this situation, and whatever it is you were working towards not working out for some of you Pisces people. I feel in the recent past you've been looking at your own self-value, okay? So you've been looking at working on yourself, maybe getting healthier, going to the gym, eating the right foods. And it might be with the Queen of Pentacles can be about food, gym, exercise. Remember, Pentacles represent health as well. But I feel that you've been looking at developing your own happiness for yourself. And I feel that around that, what you've experienced in the recent past is a couple of interested parties. So you've got this Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands energy. Two people, there could have been two fire sign males or females, but two people were showing you some interest, okay? You're attractive, you're secure within yourself, you're working on building yourself up because you've had to be strong around whatever didn't work out for some of you Pisces people. And as you're developing your own, you know, potential with this Queen of Pentacles, developing your own security, I think that two people came in around you here. But I think there was very little interest for some of you guys in the recent past. And it might be some of you guys were doing online dating. You can see with the Three of Pentacles, somebody's researching something here. So I feel that you guys were doing a bit of research. You were looking into other avenues of finding love. And out of the blue, I think that an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe somebody who was quite fun, quite confident with this King of Wands energy showed up for you. Okay? And I feel that though, as a result of that, it's either that there's been severance in this relationship, it was unexpected, maybe there was severance because somebody had to unexpectedly leave, which is the Knight of Swords energy, and it caused some bereavement, some loss for some of you guys. It might be that somebody had to just move on, go somewhere else, do something, you know, go and travel for a job, and it's left you guys feeling upset here with the Five of Cups. Could also be that there's been some heartbreak here with the Three of Swords energy because of some unexpected information maybe that this person told you. And it left you feeling upset. I do feel though in the immediate future, Pisces, you guys as the Queen of Cups energy, you're doing a lot of emotional evaluation, whether a commitment still has the potential for growth here. It might be that you're still emotionally committed to there being growth with this Eight of Wands in terms of this relationship. But I feel that in the overall outcome, there is an ending to this relationship for some of you guys, which is going to actually, with this Hanged Man energy, give you a new perspective. You guys are the Hangman because you're Pisces. Pisces is Hangman card. So it's giving you a new perspective on this relationship, okay? This ending to this relationship will bring a new perspective in for you. And also I think the ending to the relationship is going to allow you to let go and just to surrender to the, you know, whatever these energies were. Let's have a look at what the general energies around you are. Well, you've got the Chariot showing up here. Chariot could be a Cancerian individual, but Chariot also represents opposing forces within a relationship. Can be victory as well. Okay, we've got the Queen of Wands showing up here as your general energies. So this is being attractive when you get the Queen of Wands. I'm not reading it as another individual here. And the Knight of Pentacles. Let me just think about these energies. Because the Queen of Wands is about attracting things in. So Queen of Wands represents somebody who's beautiful, attractive and confident. The Knight of Pentacles usually means loyalty, okay, and steadfastness. But it also means being, what's the word? It also means being responsible and cautious, okay. But I don't see you guys being cautious in this. I see you guys being let down by an individual. It's either that they had to leave or something unexpected. I think you've been let down twice by someone here, because here you've got a breakup in the distant past in which you've had to be strong. Okay, could have been a breakup with a Leo, or you've had to be strong around an individual. You've had a breakup of something that you were working towards here. And I do feel that you've had in the recent past interest, as you started to develop and gain your confidence back here, you've had interest. I don't think you were interested in maybe whatever these energies are here. I think that you were looking for something else and you found it out of the blue in the present. Something came to you, this individual. But I feel that there was either separation in the relationship, it was unexpected and it left you feeling kind of bereft and upset, missing the individual. It might be why in the immediate future you're emotionally committed to growth within the relationship, but it might be, or it could be that emotionally you're doing a lot of introspection on whether this commitment could still, you're still, I feel, within the immediate future holding out some hope for this individual, but you've got death, the ending to the relationship. Death in the lovers is usually the ending to a relationship here, in which you're being released from the energies with that Hanged Man, but also you're gaining a new perspective on the relationship. So the energies around you, I feel, are the Chariot. With the Chariot, it could be that the energies around you are victory here in terms of your own self-confidence. Queen of Wands is also a card about spiritual awareness. So it might be that you are on the way to spiritual awareness, because the Chariot card represents forward movement. So it might be that the energies around you are that you're on the way to spiritual awareness, possibly around the Knight of Pentacles energy. Spiritual awareness on why a relationship was moving so slowly. Knight of Pentacles doesn't just have to be an earth. I don't read all court cards as people, and knights usually a lot of the time, Pisces aren't read as court cards. They're usually read as coming and going changes in relationship. Knight of Pentacles would be somebody who is moving very slowly. So it might be that you have there is movement in terms of your spiritual awareness, and maybe why somebody was being so cautious or moving so slowly, especially if this person has in the present, they've severed ties and it was unexpected, which has left you feeling upset here with the Five of Cups. It might be that the energies around you are about, with this Chariot, that there is movement in terms of your spiritual awareness, in terms of the Knight of Pentacles, why somebody was moving so slowly, and I think that you'll get that. Alright, I'm just reading those cards as that. It makes more sense. This is why I always do the reading first and then look at the energies around you. I don't think this is somebody else. I think this is all about your spiritual growth and awareness. I think there is progress, because the Chariot means progress as well. I think this is progress in spiritual awareness or spiritual growth, okay, in terms of a Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who might have been moving so slowly in a relationship, or being very cautious with this Knight of Pentacles energy, because I think it's this King of Wands, the person that came in unexpectedly. It's either that there was separation though around this individual because of the Knight of Swords, unexpected information or something, an unexpected change that left you upset here, okay. And I think that this spiritual awareness in terms of maybe why somebody was taking their time, or why the situation was moving so slowly, it comes through the ending of this love situation here that brings a new perspective to you, Pisceans, by the end of September. Let's get your advice card from the angels. Universe, Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Pisces? What is the advice that you have for Pisces? What is the advice that you have for Pisces on this reading? Show me. It says new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, okay? But there's a deception going on there, see? So, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but there's a deception, all right? So, let's read the cards. I can't quite see them on the screen, so I'm going to pick them up. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, but there's a deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. And I feel that that's where your spiritual awareness comes in terms of this Knight of Pentacles, on why a situation was taking so long to progress. Because even if this person said, look, I've got to go away, something unexpected's happened and it's left you upset, and you're still here as the Queen of Cups, Pisces, you know, still pondering emotionally, still sort of being emotionally invested with this Ace of Wands, that there could be growth in this relationship because this person told you something here. I think the angels are trying to say that in this new love there is a deception with this individual, okay? There is a deception going on in this situation, and I think that this is where this, the Chariot shows progress in your spiritual awareness over the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody who was taking slow to move, slow to progress, slow to call, slow to act, because I think that this person was not being honest, and I think the dishonesty shows here. Three of Swords and that Knight of Swords. Three of Swords heartbreak could be concerning some information that came very quickly, for example, through text, email. Had to go away, sorry, see you soon, work meeting, on work business, whatever it is. It's caused some loss here. But some of you guys in the immediate future are still, I feel, with these cards, Pisces, very invested in this thing, still having the potential for growth. But I feel the overall outcome is saying that it's the end of this romance for you guys here. And I think that with this Hanged Man, it might be ending off for a romance because things don't change with the Hanged Man. Hanged Man means things being left in suspense. So it might be that there's an ending to this romance because things are left up in the air with that Hanged Man, or an ending to this romance brings you guys a new perspective, which is why you've got, you guys, you know, there's progress in terms of your intuition. Remember, wands represent to have great intuition, so it could be that you've got progress in terms of the intuition that you hold around this situation, and that's why the angels are advising you that in this new love there was a deception for some of you guys. Okay, whether it's new or old love, things going on for ages, I think there's been a deception. I think it's on the part of this King of Wands energy. All right, that's your love reading for the last 2 weeks in September, Pisces. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and I will speak to you soon. Also, remember that Knight of Swords is player and Three of Swords is third party, so it might be that there's been a third party situation in which somebody was a player. They've been exploring different options here, and it's leaving you guys at a loss here. Still being invested, but I think that the ending of this love relationship means that there's a spiritual enlightenment, which is what the Hanged Man is, that's coming to you guys, and that's why you've got this spiritual awareness going on as your general energy, because in new love there was a deception. All right, speak to you guys in October. Take care.